Hey everybody, I am Jeremiah Delgado. I am the co-owner and founder of OcalaNews.com and VillagesNews.com. Thanks for having me today. I'm just going to talk a little bit about how we started VillagesNews.com and then also how we started OcalaNews.com, what we do, who we are, why we need your help. So yeah, I'm just going to jump right into it. I speak really quickly too. So we started VillagesNews.com 6 years ago. My business partner, Maida Minton, she was the former managing editor of the Daily Sun, which is the local paper out there, for 7 years. A little bit about her, she's been in newspaper for 40 years. She's interviewed 4 sitting presidents. She's run a marathon in every state, and she rides her bike 6,000 miles a year. So we never let grass grow under our feet. We are very motivated people. We're really determined. The reason we started Villages News was because in the villages, just like in Ocala, there's a lot of people that live there part-time. They're known as snowbirds. And so whenever snowbirds would leave the villages and they would go to Ocala, Ocala, they would go up north, they would go to New York, they would go to the Midwest, the West, they would lose contact with their community. And so our idea was simple. We want to keep everyone connected when they leave to the villages. And how do we do that? Well, we did that digitally. The idea was if we can connect them digitally, we'll build this brand up, and then they will look for us even when they're in the villages. Maybe they'll love us and they'll follow us all the time and they'll share us with their friends and they'll engage with us in ways that help us grow. And so we started it 6 years ago. We had just the idea and just her and I. Now we have around 10 employees that work for us in the villages and in Ocala. We started Ocala News 2 years ago, and we started really publishing on a daily basis about a year ago. And so when we started doing that, the goal was, just like our motto says, real news right now. What we mean by real news is news that people are actually consuming. And how we determine what people are consuming is we have analytics. In the newspaper industry for many, many years, they just kind of published what they wanted to publish, and they had no feedback on what was actually being read and being consumed. We're not the same. We have digital media, we have analytics that allow us to drive our decision making. So all of our decisions are based on what's being consumed, who's consuming it, how they're consuming it, and that's how we publish all of our stories. So, like I said, we're the sister company of VillagesNews.com. We are kind of like a watchdog. That's what we see ourselves as. There's a great phrase by the Washington Post that is, democracy dies in the dark. So our goal is to keep the community connected with the leaders that represent them and the institutions that represent them. So essentially, we are going to be your eyes and ears in government meetings. We want to produce all of the crime reports and accident reports we possibly can, health inspections. I know some people in here in the back read our health inspections all the time. But it's content that people are consuming. And then in addition to that, anything that we can help you promote in the community outside of business, we want to help you promote your local organizations, your nonprofits, and things like that. And so what makes us different? We're 100% free, unlike every other news source in the world. We strictly make our money from advertising, and then we also have a subscription basis model in the villages, which I'll talk about later. But we are accessible through our website, through all of social media. It's free all the time, 100% of the time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We don't sleep, we don't take breaks. We have a very, very rigorous schedule. We always are producing content, and we need your help. We send out all of this content, like I said, through social media. We also send out a newsletter every single day. And up until about 6 months ago, we were producing that newsletter manually every single day, and that would take 3 to 4 hours. So we're a very small crew, and we spend all of our time gathering news and then distributing that news. That's part of my job. One of the great things about driving this brand is that when you drive this brand home to people all across the United States, which we are read in every single state, in every single city in the state of Florida, and in 141 nations, we've developed a brand, we've developed a connection with them to where they feel like they know that if they come to our website, they will get what's really happening in the community. And a great example of this is 2 years ago during Hurricane Irma, we had our best day ever. We had 200,000 page views on one day in the villages. And that was because when people were searching for what was happening in the villages, they weren't searching for Hurricane Irma. They weren't searching for what's happening in the villages. They were searching for our brand, Villages News. We had tens of thousands of people search for our brand because they knew that if they came to our website, they would get real information. And that's because people that live outside of the villages or live outside of the Ocala community as well, they want to know about what's going on with their parents, their relatives, their brothers or sisters in that community. And we're the only digital source that produces that on a free basis continually. Okay, so what can you do for us? Everything. You are eyes and ears in the community, okay? We have a very small crew, and so when you see something, say something, and I mean everything. That means sharing photos and videos with us, and a photo, I'll explain in a little bit what that means. It means literally everything. Share your news tips with us. Like us on social media, follow our Facebook, follow our Twitter, follow our Instagram. follow our website, bookmark our website. We have a newsletter that you can use on a continual basis. It'll send you all of our headlines every single day. And then, most importantly, we need advertising at some point. So we have a lot of advertisers in the villages. We just started in Ocala, and we're still working on that. And then eventually, we're going to have classifieds and events, and hopefully these guys over here will help me get that up. Okay, so photos. Sunrise, sunset, anything that you see. If you have a cute dog, if you see a car accident, if you see construction going on, if you see something and you don't know what's happening, and if you tell us, we will try and do our due diligence to find out what's happening, and we will publish something on it. We also say that if you're a part of any group, organization, if you're a part of a local church, and you want to publish your events, a nonprofit, come to us and send those sort of things. If you send me a press release and a photo, I guarantee 9 times out of 10, probably 99 times out of 100, we're going to just publish that press release for you because we want to help you grow. We're a vehicle for the people. We're not here to make money off the backs of individual users. That's what advertisers and subscribers are for. We're here to make money. Well, we're here to help you grow as a community and stay interconnected. So that's it. That's the spiel. I know I speak fast. I have plenty of time here, like a lot of time to answer questions. So I appreciate the time. Please check out any of these things. And if you want a copy of this PowerPoint, I can send it to you easily so you can have all our links there. Also, last thing, 8 gigabyte flash drive is in front of you. Everybody has an 8 gigabyte flash drive. There's nothing on it. Just use it, and please follow me. That's it.